So welcome everyone, this is the SparkPath Micro Lesson Library. So this is the welcome screen. The first thing to point out, there is an about and a support page at the top here. So even if you are not logged in, you can go to the about and support pages. There are three options here. We've got a create account, login and for schools. If we click on create account, that allows you to create account for the SparkPath Micro Lesson Library. Putting in an email address, putting in a password and just confirming the password. Then you can sign up. Once you've signed up, you can then have the option to subscribe, and that is where you go through the payment system, and if you have a discount code, then please go ahead and use it. The other option here is for schools and groups. So this purple option, if we click on that, that will allow you as a school or group to set up a set of accounts for your school. So you would put your school name in, the number of accounts that you want, then you'd be asked to put in an administrator email. So the person signing up for the school or group will be the administrator with a create password and confirm password. I will show you a school administrator view in due course. And finally, you've got the login button here. So if we click in login, this is for individual subscribers. So let's log in as Darth. That welcomes us into the SparkPath Micro Lesson Library. So let's enter the library. So this is the Micro Lesson Library. There's a few things on this page that I want to bring to your attention. So first of all, we have a search bar here. This will allow you to search for any lesson within the library, not just within the National Curriculum of England here, but it will look at all different curriculums. If I wanted to go for language, that would list all the lessons about language within the library. You can see there the national curriculum, and this is Key Stage 4. We've got a Key Stage 2 one here. We've also got the IB curriculum there, so we can scroll down and see. So there's lots of lessons about language within this library. I can also change the curriculum. At the moment, we are in the National Curriculum for England. I could also change it to any of these curriculums. Now, as this library builds, more curriculums will be added. And you can see here, it tells you how many lessons there are within the library. We're going to go to the Cambridge Assessment International Education curriculum. We've got up here some AI tools. These are just general tools that the teacher using this library can use. So if we go to the writing assessment tool, this will allow you to enter and add some student writing, and it will then feed back. So we can put the student name in here. We can choose the year group. So let's choose year 5. Then we can paste in the student writing. So here's some writing that a student has done. Then what I can do is I can click on this get feedback. It will then generate some feedback for that particular writing for this particular year group. So let's have a look. And here is the feedback for Jack. So it gives you quite detailed feedback on grammar, punctuation, spelling and structure. We can also copy that feedback, or we can download it as a PDF. So that's the writing tool. We've got a comprehension quiz generator. This is very useful. You can create comprehension quizzes from different locations. So we can either paste in the text here, we can either upload a PDF, or we can fetch some text from a website. This can be very useful. You've got the option of choosing your key stage. This is aligned to the UK National Curriculum. Multiple choices. You can choose a multiple choice. You can choose freeform. You can do a mixture of either, and then the number of questions all the way up to 20. And then you would fetch the text, and then it would generate a quiz link. Then you can pass it out to your students. Finally, there's a review analyzer. This is very good for reviewing films, books and websites. If you put the information in here and then analyze my review, it will then actually give you an analysis of that particular review, giving you feedback. So now let's have a look at some other things that we can do here. So at the top here, we can suggest a lesson. So if there's a lesson that you particularly can't find within the Micro Lesson Library, you can click on suggest. It will ask you for a lesson title, what the objective is, the curriculum, and you can see there are several curriculums that you can choose from. Let's choose the IB curriculum. Then you can choose the level. Let's choose PYP, primary years, a sub-level, so this will be the year group. Let's choose year 1 and 2, and then the subject, so let's choose mathematics. Then you could put any details about what you would like in the app, and then the email, and then submit your suggestion, and then that would come back to SparkPath, and we would look at how we can create a lesson from that. What we can also do is create learning paths. Now this is a very powerful tool. So we click on learning paths and we can create a brand new learning path. Put the path name in here. So we're going to create a learning path called Key Stage 3 Computing Data, and this is a learning path. It does require a password. This is the password that you would give to the students. So I'm going to give it a password, and then we're going to save the path. That path is now created. Click OK, and there is my path, but it's got 0 lessons in there at the moment, so we need to add the lessons. So let's do that. So let's go back to the library, and then I can show you now and how we can look at some of these lessons. So let's go into the Cambridge Lower Secondary, and we can see here straight away we've got a view progression document. So that progression document shows the teacher the different lessons that the students need to do in order to progress through their computing curriculum at that stage. So this is stage 7, computational thinking, and etc. Then it goes to stage 8 and stage 9. And this in the Cambridge curriculum is for the lower secondary computing. Let's go back now and have a look at these lessons. So we can click on computing. Let's look at stage 7, and these are all the lessons that are available. 3 different options here. So we can open the lesson. That's going to open the lesson within the micro lesson library. And then as a teacher, we can go through the lesson, we can have a look. So let's have a look at this particular lesson, algorithms and flowcharts. So you put your name in, and then we can start the lab. It gives you a bit of information. We've got a lesson plan. We can open a rubric. We can open a curriculum map. The curriculum map is quite good. If we click on that, that's going to show you how we can link it with other subjects within the curriculum. We can look at the rubric. This will give you a rubric that could be handed out to the students to see whether they're developing, secure or excelling. And then we have the lesson plan here as well, which gives you a little bit of a lesson plan that you can use with your students. Let's start the lesson. So this is going to go through several steps on talking about algorithms and flowcharts. So let's have a look at the next step. We're not going to go through everything. This is a flowchart, and then it gives you a little bit of information on flowcharts and their symbols. Next step, and then we're going to put it all together and start the activity. The activity is quickly just a simple drag and drop, so we can go start, available shapes. So the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to wake up, and then we're going to get dressed, then we're going to eat breakfast, then we'll brush teeth, and then we'll leave for school, and then finally we're going to drag the ending. So there is my flowchart, and then we can check our answer. That's going to tell us it's correct, and we can try another challenge, or we can go to the next level, or we can go straight to the quiz. There are several levels for each of these. Let's go to the quiz. This will give the student an opportunity to test their knowledge of the lesson. If the student gets 8 out of 10, they get a certificate. So let's go through these quickly. You can see here when I get one wrong, it will give a little bit of feedback on how they could potentially get it right next time. Okay, when I finish the quiz, we can see the results. I can download the certificate here if I wanted to see the certificate, and notice it's generating personalised feedback. It takes a few seconds to generate it, and there is my personal feedback for this particular lesson. I can download the full review, I can review the lesson, and I can retake the lab. If we download the full review, this gives you a PDF of everything that had in the lesson. So you can see there's the feedback, the questions that were wrong, and then we've got a Creative Corner log as well. So this is the log of what actually happened. If you do more of the exercises, you will get more of a log. So let's go back to the library now. So let's go down to the Cambridge Lower Secondary, look at the computing lessons, go into stage 7, and these are my lessons. What I want to do is I want to add the data lessons to the library. So I can either open it as we've seen, or I can share it, or I can add to path. Here is when I want to add to path. So I'm going to click on add to path. I'm going to choose the one that I want, the learning path. Here's my learning path. Let's add that. So that's added that to the learning path. Let's click OK. Let's add our second data one. Now let's go back to our learning paths. And then you can see we've got 2 lessons here. So let's view that learning path. So now we can click on share with students. That will copy the link. So that can then be sent to all your students with whatever learning platform that you're using, whether that's Google Classroom or Shobi or Teams. You can share it that way. Now let's open up a new tab and simulate that. So we're going to put that in there. So the student clicks the link and this is what they're going to see. So then they can put the password in and unlock the path. And there is the path that you have sent to the student. And then they can work their way through these lessons. So let's go to the first one. That will open up the first one, Introduction to Databases, put their name in, and then let's start the lab. And there is the lesson. Let's go back to the learning path, then they can work their way through the lessons. I'm going to log out now and log in as an administrator of a school, and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's log out, let's log back in, and I'm going to log in as an administrator. So now I'm logged in as an administrator of a school. You can see here when I hover over the little head here, it tells me what account I'm logged into. Now you've got a new button here that says School Dashboard. So let's click on School Dashboard, and this is where you can see the number of licenses that you've got, and it will tell me all the teachers that I have got assigned in my school that have got an account. I'm down as super admin. I can't change that. This is the account that I'm logged into, but I can also make other teachers admin if I want to, and I can remove them. I can also individually create teacher accounts by entering their name and their email. The teacher will then get an email asking them to create a password, and then they will have an account to log in to the micro lesson library. You can also create multiple accounts by uploading a CSV file. You can download a template by clicking on this button here. So that is the SparkPath micro lesson library. Look out for new videos showcasing some of the lessons that are coming up.